In today's lecture, we are going to learn about the multiplication of matrices, the method of multiplication of matrices. The first thing that we are going to do is to check whether the given matrices are conformable for multiplication or not, or in other words, whether the two matrices that we want to multiply, whether their multiplication is possible or not. Okay, so the first thing that we should check is, or we should remember, is that two matrices are conformable for multiplication if the columns of the first matrix are same as the rows if the number of columns of the first matrix is same as the number of rows of the second matrix. What it means? Two matrices are conformable for multiplication. Conformable for multiplication means that their multiplication is possible. Okay, the multiplication of these two matrices is possible if columns of the first matrix. So you have two matrices, and the multiplication will be possible if columns of the first matrix is the same as the number of rows of the second matrix. Okay, the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. For example, if you have a matrix m cross n having order m cross n, means m rows and n columns, and you have some other matrix having n rows and p columns, then their product will be possible only if this element is equal to this number. If the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. This is how we write the order of the matrix. We write the rows first and the columns after that. Here the number of rows are m, the number of columns of A are n, and here the number of rows of B is equal to n, and the number of columns of B is p. So number of columns of matrix A, that should be equal to the number of rows of column B. If it is so, then A can be multiplied with B, and if it is not, if these two numbers are not equal, the matrices will not be able to be multiplied. Okay, so they are two matrices are conformable, or the multiplication of two matrices is possible if column of the first matrix is the same as the number of rows of the second matrix. To understand it, we will do an example. Suppose you have a matrix A, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, 0, and 1, suppose 0, 1, 9. Okay, this is a 3 by 3 matrix. Now suppose you have another matrix which has 1, 2, negative 3. The order of B is 3 by 1, 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, 3 rows and 1 column. Now to check whether their multiplication is possible or not, what we will check first? We will check that the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second. As the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to 3 and the number of rows in the second matrix B is also equal to 3, so multiplication of A and B is A to B is possible. Okay, so first, whenever you are given two matrices and they ask you to multiply these matrices, first of all we will check the order of both the matrices and check whether the columns of the first matrix is equal to the rows of the second matrix or not. If they are equal, you can multiply them. If not, then multiplication will not be possible. Okay, this is the first thing that you are going to check while doing multiplication. The second thing is, if the multiplication is possible, then how do we multiply two matrices? The procedure is simple. You just have to remember it stepwise. Now if you want to multiply two matrices, to multiply matrix A with matrix B. Suppose you have two matrices and want to multiply matrix A with matrix B. That is, you want to find A into B equals to what? For this, first you will pick the first row of the matrix A, and then you are going to multiply it with each and every column of matrix B. Then you are going to pick the second row of matrix A and multiply it with each and every. Okay, so what we do in multiplication is that to do the multiplication, we will multiply the rows of, first we will multiply the first row of matrix A, which is the first matrix written in the product. We are going to pick the rows of matrix A and we multiply it one by one with all the columns of matrix B. Okay. To do the multiplication, we will first multiply the first row of the matrix A with each. This will be step 1. Okay. With each and every column of matrix B. Okay, the first time we will pick the first row of matrix A and then we are going to multiply it with each and every column of matrix B. We will do it in the example a few seconds later. And then as a second step, what we will do, then we will going to pick, second step is we are going to pick now multiply the second row of matrix A with each and every column of matrix B. Okay, and we will continue the same way. First you pick first row of the matrix A and you multiply it with each and every column of matrix B. Then you are going to pick the second row and do the same procedure. Then similarly repeat the same procedure with all the rows of matrix A. Okay, until you are done with the last row. Okay, so this is the procedure of multiplication. Now we will do an example to understand it. For example, let us take an example to understand this procedure. As an example, I will pick question number question number 4, B part. Okay, as an example I will take the matrix 1 2 3 4 5 6 and multiply it with the matrix 1 2 3 4 negative 1 and 1. Okay, in order to multiply these two matrices, first what we will do, first let us check whether this multiplication is possible or not. The number of rows in the first matrix is 1 2 and the number of columns are 1 2 3. The number of rows in the second matrix is 1 2 3 and the columns are 1 2. As we can see that the number of columns in the first is equal to the number of rows of the second. If these two numbers are same, it means that you can multiply these two matrices. Okay, in order to multiply them, first pick the first row of the first matrix and multiply it with the first column. And how? Such that, suppose this is matrix A and let it be matrix B. Okay, now pick the first row of the column of the matrix A and multiply it with the first column of matrix B. A into B. Now how we are going to multiply this row with this column? You are going to multiply the numbers in the matching position. Okay, 1 will be multiplied with 1, 2 with 3 and 3 with negative 1. Okay, first element will be multiplied with the first element, second element of this row will be multiplied with the second element of this column, and third element of the row will be multiplied with the third element of the column. Okay, so what we are going to do, 1 into 1 and then we are going to put a plus sign, 2 into 3 and again put a plus sign, 3 into negative 1, 3 into negative 1. Okay, this first multiplied with first, second element with second and third element with third. Just do the multiplication of the elements and put a positive sign in between them. That is, we have to take these products and then add them all. This will be the multiplication of first row with first column. Now next we are going to multiply this row with the second column. Okay, so you are multiplying the first row with each and every column of B until you are done with all the columns. We have 2 columns, so we will do it twice. Okay, first row with second column. Now with second column, how we multiply it? In the same way we are going to multiply the first element with the first, second element with the second and third element with the third. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 4 plus 3 into 1. Okay, 1 into 2 plus 2 into 4 plus 3 into 1. Similarly, we are going to multiply the second row also. Now we will pick we are done with the first row. We have multiplied the first row with the first column and written the answer over here. The second first row with the second column and then we wrote the answer in here. But just observe that while we are multiplying the first row, we will remain in the first row of the resulting matrix. Okay, we won't come to the second row until we start the multiplication of second row of this matrix A. Now we are starting the multiplication of the second row. We are done with the first. We have multiplied the first row with all the columns of B. Now we are going to multiply the second row with all the columns of B one by one. Okay, this is the procedure. That's it. That's what we do in multiplication. Okay, 4 into 1 plus 5 into 3 plus 6 into negative 1. Okay, now this is the multiplication of second row with first column. Okay, now multiplication of second row with second column. Okay, we are multiplying this rows one by one with all the columns of the matrix B. Okay, from the first matrix we are taking the rows, and from the second matrix we are taking the column one by one. So the first row is multiplied with the first column. Now we multiply the second row with the second column. Okay, second row with first column is done here. Now we are picking the second row and multiplying it with second column over here. 4 multiplied by 2 will be plus, then 5 will be multiplied by 4 plus 6 will be multiplied by 1. Okay, so this is the multiplication of A with B. The rest is easy. We just have to do this calculation and write the final value. 1 into 1 is 1 plus 2 into 3 6. 3 into negative 1 will be negative 3, because one number is positive and the other is negative. Two numbers having opposite signs when multiplied give a negative answer. So it is negative 3. 1 into 2 will be 2 plus 2 into 4 8 plus 3 into 1 3. 4 into 1 4 plus 3 into 5 15, and 6 into negative it will again be equal to negative 6. 2 into 4 8 plus 4 into 5 20 plus 6 into 1 6. One plus 6 is 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 4 plus 15 19. 19 minus 6 will be 13. 8 plus 20 28. 28 plus 6 will be, okay, 28 plus 6 will be 34, and this is the answer for the product of these two matrices. Okay, now if you observe that the order of this matrix is 2 by 2. It has rows. The number of rows of AB is 2 and the number of rows of A were also 2. The number of columns is 2 and the number of columns of column B, matrix B was also 2. So the resulting matrix that we obtained as a result of the multiplication, it always takes the rows of the first matrix and column of the second matrix. Okay, this will be the order of the resulting product. So in order to put it in a general formula, what you need to remember is that the whole conclusion is that if you have two matrices M cross N and another matrix which is N cross P, then the multiplication is possible only if these two numbers are equal. The number of columns of the first is equal to the number of rows of the second, and the resulting matrix will have the order. It will take the rows from A and the number of columns from B. So the resulting matrix will have the order M cross P. Okay, as a formula you can remember this. Now let's start the exercise relating to multiplication of matrices. Exercise 1.4, question number 1. In question number 1, we are asked which of the following product of matrices is conformable. It means which of the following matrices can be multiplied, in which case the multiplication is possible, and which are the cases in which the multiplication is not possible. You just have to tell them that. That's all. The first part is, the first matrix is 1, negative 1, 0, 2, and the second matrix is negative 2, 3, and negative 2 and 3. Okay, now the order of the first matrix is 2 by 2 because it has two rows, 1, 2, 2 rows, and columns are 1, 2, 2 columns. Here the rows are 1, 2, and the columns are, the number of columns is 1. Now as we can see, the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows of the second. Therefore multiplication is possible. So you are going to write that multiplication is possible. ठीक है, और the matrices are confirmable for multiplication. Okay, the second part is 1 negative 1 1 0. This is the first matrix, and 2 negative 1 1 and 3. We have to tell them whether the multiplication is possible of these two matrices or not. Okay, so the multiplication of these two matrices is possible because the number of columns of the first is equal to the number of columns of the second matrix. So multiplication is possible because the number of columns of the first is equal to the number of columns of the the number of rows of the second. Okay, number of columns of the first should be equal to the number of rows of the second. So multiplication is possible because number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of the second matrix. Okay, this is it. Now coming to its third part. The third part is 1 negative 1 and 0 1 negative 1 and 2. Here the order of the first matrix is 2 by 1 and the order of the second matrix is 2 by 2. Here the number of column of the first matrix is equal to 1, the number of rows of the second matrix is 2, as the number of rows as the number of columns of the first matrix is not equal to number of rows of the second. So multiplication is not possible. Okay, it isn't possible to multiply these two matrices because the number of columns of the first is not equal to the number of rows of the second. Therefore here we say that multiplication is not possible and obviously we won't multiply them. Okay, now coming to question number 2, and this is how we are going to do part 4 and 5 also. Okay, you just have to see the order and then tell them whether the multiplication is possible or not. Coming to question number 2. Question number 2 is that if A is equal to 3 negative 1 0 2, A is this matrix and B is the matrix 6 and 5. Find AB, A into B, product of AB, and then find BA if possible. Okay, so we are given two matrices. We want to find A into B first and then B into A first. Second. Matrix A is 3 0 negative 1 2 and matrix B is 6 and 5. Okay, now they are asking for the product of A into B. So if you want to find the product, the first matrix written over here will be given the value first. Okay, you write matrix A first and then write the value of matrix B in the second position. Now we want to multiply these matrices. This is a 2 by 2 matrix and it is a 2 by 1. So the number of columns is equal to the number of rows of the second. Okay, the number of columns of first is equal to the number of rows of the second. Therefore both the matrices are conformable for multiplication, or the multiplication is possible. Now as the multiplication is possible, we proceed as before. We will multiply the first row with the first column, and as there are no more columns, so the multiplication of first row will finish here. 3 into 6 plus 0 into 5. This is first row with first column, and as we don't have any other column, so the multiplication of first row will obviously end here. Now starting with the second row, now the first row is done with the multiplication. Now we start multiplying the second row. The second row multiplied with the first column will be negative 1 into 6 plus 2 into 5. The answer is 3 into 6 is 18 plus 0 into 5 will be 0. Negative 1 into 6 is negative 6 and 2 into 5 is 10. So the answer is 18 and 10 minus 6. The signs are different. We are going to subtract it. 10 minus 6 will be 4, and as the greater number have a positive sign, so the answer will also carry positive sign. So this is A into B. The second part, they have asked us to calculate B into A if possible. First obviously we are going to see the possibility of these two matrices. Matrix B into A means you have to put the value of matrix B first, and then the second matrix in this case will be matrix A. 3, 0, negative 1 and 2. Now order of matrix B is 2 into 1 and order of matrix A is 2 into 2. Now the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to 1 and the number of rows in the second matrix is equal to 2. As these two numbers are not equal, therefore the multiplication of B into A will not be possible. Okay, so we will say B A is not possible because number of columns of B is not equal to number of rows of A, because here we are taking A as the second matrix and matrix B as the first matrix. So BA is not possible. Okay, and one more thing that we should deduce from here. We won't deduce it from here, but it's related to this problem, is that the commutative law does not hold in multiplication. That is, if you multiply A into B, this may not be equal to B into A. So commutative law does not hold when you multiply two matrices. Okay, as an example, we have done the previous question number 2 that we were doing now. We had calculated AB, but BA was not possible. It means that they are not always equal. Okay, so when we are multiplying two matrices, then they may not commute. It means that AB may not be always equal to BA. There are very few matrices. By chance there may be few special matrices in which both these products are equal. Otherwise generally AB may not be equal to BA. And that's it for this lecture.